Well, we're almost there. Nearly Christmas. Just these last few little bits and pieces to do and we'll be there. I'm Peter Fox, of course, Bishop Peter Fox, coming to you from Castle Donington, but I expect you knew that. You know, we get to this part of the year, I always think there's something about this bit just before Christmas which is really kind of magical in its way. It's that almost Christmas moment. I love that. It's as if, you know, all the weeks we've been busily preparing, been rushing around doing stuff, we've been doing the shopping and we've been decorating the house, and it seems like we've had so many things to do, it's all been so rush and bustle. And it's like there's a moment when that rush and bustle it stops. And before all the festivities of Christmas Eve begin, you know, before church and family and all that, there's a moment, a quiet moment, a peaceful moment. The almost Christmas moment. Just a moment. It's as if the world just pauses and takes breath, you know, a breathing space. It's a good moment, that almost Christmas moment is also a good moment for looking upwards. If you get one of those nights just before Christmas, Christmas Eve is wonderful for this. If you get one of those clear frosty nights, you can look up at the stars, and it's as if somehow the stars are brighter than normal. They twinkle, sparkle more than normal. They're cleaner somehow than normal. It's incredible, that almost Christmas moment. And it's as if you could just listen, properly, you could almost hear angels singing, or a newborn baby breathing in its sleep. The almost Christmas moment. You look up at the stars and somehow they seem brighter than normal. Now I know there are people who will tell you that the stars are just great balls of gas circling and rotating out in the emptiness of space. I mean, there are people who've photographed the stars and written down all their statistics and measurements in a book. They'll tell you that there's nothing more to a star than that. I mean, there are people who can look and look and look at a star and never really see what it is. They'll tell you that stars definitely do not make music. Well, for some people, that's how life is. For them, a star is just a star. A home is just a house people live in. And Christmas, 25th of December, is just a date in the calendar. And God? Well, God is just a baby needing to be loved. I don't know, perhaps like me, you sometimes look at the vastness of the stars and you're overwhelmed by them. I mean, everything we learn about our universe, the vastness of it, the mystery of it, the constant infinite expansion of it, just blows your mind, and you look at the greatness of this universe and it takes your breath away. just fills you with awe. But I don't know about you. Sometimes when I think about the vastness of it all, it makes my life seem very unimportant, really. I mean, how could a God who created all that, who is creating all that, possibly care about one little human life on one small planet called Earth? And then I remember Bethlehem. Then I remember this one small child who was to change the world forever. The baby of Bethlehem, the baby Jesus. And suddenly I know that incredibly it is true that God does love me. And he does love you. It's as if God is saying to us at Christmas time, it's as if he says, I know it's hard to love me. When you think of me as a great creating spirit, when you think of me as the life force behind all of the universe and any other universe there might be, to think of me as an energy, as a life force, it's hard to love me. So, if you can't love me in that vastness of the universe, love me as a child. Love me as a child. And that for me is what Christmas is all about. It's God saying, if you can't love me as your great creator, so big I'm hard to imagine, then love me as a baby. Love that one human child. And suddenly we have a way of getting close to this great life force, this great spirit, this great energy in the universe we call God. And it turns out to be nothing very difficult, really. It's just about loving the child that is in front of us. To me, it's kind of what it's all about, really. That little baby in his cradle, in his manger in Bethlehem. If you can't love God as a creator, love him as a baby. Now, sing with the angels, watch with the shepherds, with the wise men adore. May the Christ child of Bethlehem be born again in your hearts. God bless.